What's going on, guys? What's going on? Guess who's back, okay? I know. I have not been live in a while. Let me post this comment and pin it. Boom. So y'all know what we're talking about today. Y'all, it's March 15th. Tax professionals, what's going on? Hey, everybody coming in. What's up? It's so good to be live. First of all, before I even get into what I'm going to talk about today, let's catch up real briefly, okay? If you're on my email list, you know what's been going on with me. If you've been kind of following me on social media, you know what's been going on with me. But I am a whole mother now. I am a parent. I had a baby last year. He is now 6 months, okay? So I'm kind of getting the hang of parenthood slightly. What's going on, everybody coming in? But that's why I have been kind of MIA. If you're a part of any of my groups that I've been posting to my YouTube channel weekly since the beginning of the year. However, I've been a little MIA because I've been raising a baby. I'm a whole parent now, so I'm really excited about that. So actually now I have to say, if you hear him in the background, I'm at home, so that happens, Anyway, I'm excited to be back live. I'm excited to start back training. I'm excited to be talking to adults here on the World Wide Web. I'm excited to be just back in alignment with what God has sent me to do, and that's to help y'all. Because y'all didn't stop needing help just because I pushed out a baby, okay? So I'm up here early today because today is March 15th, okay? Today is March 15th. And what does that mean? That means for my tax professionals, this is for y'all, my tax professionals, it's a tax deadline. It's one of the first tax deadlines of the year. Everyone is familiar with the April 15th deadline, right? That is individual tax return deadlines, right? Also corporations. However, March 15th is one of the first deadlines, and that's the deadline for 1065 partnerships, okay? Partnerships, entity business designation. You file it on form 1065. Also, it's the deadline for S corporations, okay? S corporations, which you file on form 1120S, okay? 1120S. Those two are due today. So if you have any clients that have 1065 that are partnerships or S corps, their returns are due today. You don't have to worry about their personal, but their business returns are due today. 1065s and 1120Ss are due today. Now, if you have these clients that have either it's an S corp or a partnership and you don't have all of their information, that's okay. Go ahead and file an extension on their behalf. Now, let's get into the extension conversation, because a lot of people say that they charge for extensions. I've never charged for extensions for my clients. It's just a convenience for them. I just go ahead and do it. It's no sweat off our back to do it. I just go ahead and file an extension for them. But it's also a marketing play, because if you go ahead and file the extension for them, then you send them, the preferred communication, whether it's text or email, say, hey, we filed an extension for you on your behalf. You have until September 15th to file. So just make sure, when you're ready, click this link, upload your information, all of those things, and you can get it going there. That way, they're like, okay, she filed an extension. I'm going to make sure that I file with her or him or whoever, because she did that. They already have me in the system. We're going to do that, right? So that's also, like I said, a marketing play. Definitely do that. Today is also the deadline to file Form 2553. And Form 2553 is the election to be taxed as an S-Corp. So you can either become an S-Corp, which has many tax benefits for taxpayers, right? For businesses. Or you can be an LLC and elect to be taxed as an S-Corp, which a lot of people opt in to do. Okay, so you don't have to become an actual S corporation your business designation. Your business designation could be an LLC, which is a limited liability company. However, you can file Form 2553 to be to elect to be taxed as an S corp. So in the IRS's eyes, you're an S corp. You would now not file, if you're a single member LLC, you would typically file a Schedule C on your 1040, on your individual return. If you are a multiple partnered LLC, then you would typically file a partnership, which is Form 1065, which again is due today. However, you can be a single member LLC and opt to be taxed as an S corp. When that is the case and you're approved, the IRS will now expect an 1120S on your company's behalf, right? This is how you want to explain this to your clients, right? Tax pros, I'm talking to y'all. Also, and like I was telling my students in Tax Boss Academy over a month ago, this deadline is coming up. It's here now, so you could have got this game if you was in Tax Boss Academy, okay? But anyway, I'm telling you now. But they were on a campaign of reaching out to their clients saying that the upcoming deadline was approaching, and if they wanted to actually file this form so they can be considered an S corporation. Now, there are a lot of benefits to S corps. One that a lot of people know of, and a lot of people and a lot of tax pros may actually pump to their clients, is you get to erase the self-employment taxes, right? So if you file a Schedule C on your individual return, you pay two types of taxes. You pay income taxes, which everyone pays, but you also pay what's called self-employment taxes, right? And that's generated from the Schedule C. Well, if you're an S corp, you can eliminate those self-employment taxes. But the IRS is like, I'm not just going to give you, this great gift. You have to do certain things in return. I'm going to name the key factors, look them up, but here are the marquee things that the IRS expects of a company who has S Corp designation. First of all, you have to pay yourself a wage, an actual wage as an employee, not an independent contractor, as an employee, right? You have to pay yourself a wage. It says you have to pay yourself a reasonable wage. Let's talk about this real quick, because a lot of these coaches and tax gurus on the World Wide Web says, and this is like the big debate, they say, no, you don't need to become an S Corp until you make $50,000 a year or a certain amount of money a year, right? Per year. I disagree with that, because as a business owner, and if you're in this thing, if you are a business owner, especially a startup, you don't know when you're going to reach that level. You could literally make $50,000 in a month, and it can be November of the year. And then now, boom, look at you. You're still an LLC. You still have to file on Schedule C. So I always say, if you want to be an S Corp, go ahead and either become one or elect to be taxed as one ASAP, because today is the deadline to file an on-time Form 2553, right? It is the deadline. When you file it, you can backdate it to be, sorry, I thought I heard something. You can backdate it for it to be, for you to be looked at as an S Corp to January 1st of the current year. So this year, you can backdate it to say, I want to be looked at as an S Corporation from January 1st, 2024. So this entire year, you would be looked at as an S corporation, right? Say you don't make no money for real, but then boom, in November or whatnot, you make $20,000, $50,000 in your business, and you didn't file the election. Okay, you still have to file a Schedule C on your individual tax return. Now you're susceptible to both the income taxes and the self-employment taxes, right? What's up, everybody coming in? So I'm saying all of that to say, tax professionals, when people ask you about becoming an S Corp, definitely understand what it means, what they have to do, what the requirements for your client is, so you all can have an actual discussion, a beneficial discussion about it. Okay, so go ahead and file your clients ASAP if that's what they want to do. But like I said, we're going to go over the marquee requirements that the IRS requires a taxpayer to abide by, or a business to abide by, if they have S-Corp status, right? So I said you have to put yourself on, you have to pay some wages. Either you or someone in your company has to be paid some wages. The IRS does not say a number. That's the thing. Read it for yourself. They don't say a number. They say a reasonable wage. So if you have a client that did not they're a startup, so they probably made maybe $10,000 a year, just for an example purposes, right? A reasonable salary is not really a salary. How do you expect to pay someone a full salary off of $10,000 in 1 year? Like you didn't make any money. You probably have a loss. So reasonable can be subjective, okay? That's all I'm saying. The IRS does not say a number. So people out here that's saying numbers and stuff, it doesn't say that. It says a reasonable wage. But when you start making a reasonable wage, you definitely want to start paying yourself. Second, you have to have a board. Okay, you have to have a board with members and all of that, and you have to meet regularly. So you have to jot down your monthly meeting minutes, what you talked about, things of that nature. Okay, those are two of the top things that an S-Corp has to do, or a company has to do, if they want to be viewed as an S-Corp, right? So make sure that and there are other things. We're not going to go through that. This isn't a, S-Corp requirement situation, right? But those are the marquee things that you should be telling your clients and having that conversation with them if they want to become an S-Corp, right? Go ahead and complete it now. What's the difference between keeping today's dates of the deadline for filing Form 2553 and like filing it after today? Is one section that you have to complete during the form completion. So if you file a Form 2553 by today, it's easy peasy. You can backdate it to January 1st. That company will be considered an S-Corp for the entire year, right? Say, though, you have a client that in June wants to be an S-Corp. You file 2553. Now you have to complete an additional section on Form 2553 indicating why it's late. They want to know why it's late. Like this was due March 15th. Why are you just sending it in now? You know what I'm saying? So why it's late. But also, it may or may not be approved to be backdated from January 1. It may be approved from the day they received it. So what that means is, and how to properly handle that for those of you, because I hear this is a big debate too on the internet. Honestly, I don't understand why these things are such big debates. If you just read the Internal Revenue Code, like, it tells you everything. But hey, who am I? I'm just a reader. Anyway, say someone gets approved for S-Corp status June 1st, right? June 1st, they get approved for S-Corp status. When they receive the letter from the IRS will tell you as of what date you are approved for S-Corp status. That does not mean that you file an 1120S with all of the year's activity. That means from June to December 31st, you have to file an 1120S. Whatever activity happened in your business goes on the 1120S. January 1 to what's the month that May 31st, okay? You have to file that business activity on your Schedule C or your partnership or whatever your designation was before you decided that you wanted to be an S-Corp, okay? Make sure, tax professionals, it's your duty to understand this so you can communicate these things to your clients, okay? So those are the deadlines for today. I just wanted to come up here real quick to let y'all know that. Click the link in my bio. I have a webinar coming up. Yes, your girl is back doing webinars. Why? Because y'all know I'm long-winded. Y'all know I love to teach. And it's time. Y'all know every April is open enrollment for Tax Boss Academy. We get started preparing for the upcoming tax season in April. Y'all know how I do, okay? And why, and I'll probably do a whole live on why I start so early, but just to give y'all a brief reason is because life be lifing, okay? Life be lifing. And my audience typically still has a job, okay? Or have some kids or married or whatever. There is a world where you can keep your existing job, keep your existing income, not miss your kids' basketball and activities, okay? Still be a good role in your family life, keep your job, and still go after your dreams, okay? Now, it's going to require some intentionality on your part, some discipline, of course, and we go through all of that in Tax Boss Academy, but there is a world where that happens. That's why I get started so early in April through December. We are preparing for the upcoming tax season, okay? Especially if you're starting from scratch, it doesn't even matter, okay? Go ahead, click the link in my bio. I have a free webinar coming up March 28th. At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's how to build a profitable tax business without sacrificing your sanity. Okay? Because there is a world where you can actually go after your dreams, start and build a profitable tax business, and keep your mind. Okay? Like, let's take some of the pressure off. Even if you are a beginner, you don't know nothing about taxes, that's fine. Come on aboard. All you need is an internet connection and some time. Okay, this webinar is free 99. Go ahead and get registered. Also, this webinar isn't just for the freebies and the aspiring entrepreneurs, for those people who want to start a business, but you may not know what business you want to start, what industry you want to be in. I always suggest taxes, because taxes aren't going anywhere. Okay, taxes and funeral homes aren't going anywhere. And I don't teach how to build a funeral home, but I do teach how to build a sustainable tax business. And so it's just a good business to get into. Happy Friday. What's going on, Chica? It's good to see you. Hey, what's up? We got to catch up. And so it's just a good industry to be in, because it's never going anywhere. Okay. Even with AI coming in, tax professionals, are going to be, hey, what's going on, Mika? Everything tax. Yes, we do. I know that's right. Tax people. I keep moving my phone, but taxes aren't going anywhere. So if you want to start a business, okay, tax preparation business, I always say it's like the gateway business. Y'all know how they say, like, green is the gateway drug. Like, I think tax businesses are the gateway businesses, because this is a business where you can come in, make a significant amount of money, and then invest that money in whatever business you really may want. Tax businesses, to some people, are a stepping stone to get them to wherever they want to go. Okay. A lot of people want boutiques. They want whatever business they want to invest in. They use their tax business as a stepping stone to their ultimate goal. And I think that's a great idea. And I can help you do that, help you build a profitable and sustainable tax business, even if you don't have a degree, even if you don't have any prior experience, because I'm knocking all of those barriers out of your way, because they're simply not required. A lot of people tell you they are, they're not. And I'll tell you how. Come to the webinar. Click the link in my bio. The second person that this webinar is for existing tax preparers. Tax preparers. You might know how to provide the skill of tax preparation. You might even be making money, but there's a difference between preparing taxes and running a business. And just because you know how to prepare a tax return does not mean you know how to run a business. My superpower is I help tax professionals start, build, and scale profitable and sustainable tax businesses. Heavy on the business, okay? I teach you how to run a business that just so happens to be a tax business, okay, in the tax industry, because I've been in this industry for 19 years, okay? The first 10 years of my career, I was an active part of my company. I had a tax and accounting company where I actively did the bookkeeping and accounting. I actively prepared the taxes. But for the past 9 years, I've been a business coach to tax professionals, teaching you all how to start your business, teaching you all how to grow your business, okay? And that's what I love to do. I love to teach people. I didn't have that when I, opened up my tax business over 15 years ago. It wasn't no such thing as business coaches or whatnot. I thought because I knew how to do the thing, which is tax preparation, accounting, that I would be a successful business person. And I made money, but just because you make money doesn't mean that you know how to actually run a business. There's paperwork involved. There's discipline that needs to happen. There's intentionality that's there. Okay. And it's very difficult to work in your business and on your business at the same time. And this is where I teach you how to do just that. So whether you've already been preparing taxes and you're actually ready to make it into a business, or you don't know nothing about the taxation industry, this webinar is for both of you all. So click the link in my bio, March 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No replays will be available, so just have it going on in the background. Get your pens, your paper, your drink, whatever. It will be Thursday, so maybe you'll be thirsty. Who knows, okay? And come meet me, guys. Come get this game so you can figure out how you can balance chasing your dreams while still keeping your existing income. I'm not telling you to keep your job. I'm not telling you to quit your job. Keep your good job. Okay, because your job will fund your business until your business funds your business, right? So keep your job. Make sure you still are active in your family, but also chase your dreams. And we're going to do that in bite-sized pieces together over the next few months. Okay, so by the time next tax season gets here, you're ready. You are ready to go. Ready to go is an understatement. Okay, so click the link in my bio, guys. Don't forget all of these tax deadlines that are today. File extensions for your clients if they don't have their information to you. And if you're just coming on, what's up? Watch the replay. I'm going to post this. It's going to live on my feed forever. I'm not going to erase it. And I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back in front of y'all talking to adults. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. Y'all have a great weekend, and y'all will see me soon. Peace.